to sneak around and take high grounds as well. So if they can get him up in the window where Sinatraa is, they're going to be in good position. Hydration falls, but Sinatraa gets hooked out too.
Surgical from Dafran early on, finds Hydration, and now has the high ground to himself, so he's gonna have a great vantage point here as he moves in at CLG and just easily takes down Shake from behind. Dafran might as well be invisible right now with how he's going about this.
If I notice that that's where Dafran wants to go, they have to know that that's where he wants to go. He does it every single map, offense or defense on Kings Row. He owns a stake in the real estate property that is the window up there and just gets up there. Nice charge early on from Kresnik, sets that up for them, and take first point with ease.
It was effortless from Dafran.
Used everything. All these support ults got nothing for it.
Still a bit of a grind here. CLG was able to disengage out of that. They haven't lost this fight here just yet. Emong struggling to get a kill. Finally finds Mikado, but not going to get as much as he wants from the front. Still, Hydration in the back, gets picked, and with 2 extra kills here from Selfless, now they have the opportunity they need to punch us in, get second, and give themselves some desperately needed time.
Yeah, full-on cleanup here as Dafran will run in with the tactical visor. Takes down Shake, maybe not needed, but they want to make sure they get that second point, move your spawns up.
Just end this, but one more final attempt to defend this.
The story of most of these fights has been Miso, and he is nearing the Graviton yet again. They have won every fight that he has hit one in, they lose the fights that he throws it away. So it's going to be on to Miso now to try to get this grab and to not toss it away. He only gets a Winston, the Diva ends up in there as well. Anti-heals up on the cart, and they will finish, well, one of those kills.
Dafran, 3 kills into the back. His Genji coming alive towards the end of this match. Miso, one of the last few people alive here on the payload, going to fall. iShiny shall fall as well. The Dragon Blade out for Dafran, and this is all but cleanup here from Selfless, where time has run out for them, but they're in a great position to finish this out, and they do.
So the most important question, obviously, to go to our
up huge opportunities for Sinatraa to do damage into the back. It is a 1-2 combo that Selfless has run very well when they've been playing well in recent tournaments, but here's the sound bear from CLG. They're going to use this to come in far more aggressively, and Michael 3D is caught out. Now for Selfless, do they use the Tac Visor to pull us back? The time to do it is going to be soon if they decide to, but the Earth Shatter connects. iShiny knocking down 3, and that should clear the way for CLG.
Well, Iman still got something to say about it. He did take out the Ana early in the fight, which was Shake. That could have opened it up for them, but as you mentioned, Shiny, his charges have been a little bit off, aside from the one he got on Bastion. These early charges that he had here have just missed a little bit. Makes up for it with a beautiful Earth Shatter, now in a decent position after taking second to roll through second point. This is generally where you see gravity. The Ryan games do commence, and neither gets really anything out of that. The charge comes in from Shiny, but he eats a Pulse Bomb on the way in. Sinatraa sticks it on his back. That's going to open things up for Kresnik to try to go in, but he gets slept too.
Emong fell there, but he dragged all of CLG way to the backline. It might not matter in the end as they pick up the next 3, but CLG was very scattered on this attack. That said, with 4 kills in their favor over the last moment, they should be able to just roll this through. Whatever distraction that was caused by Emong, not enough to buy time for the rest of Selfless at the front.
Of note, they ended up using Nano there, and Sinatra's going to try to come in and stall both these tanks coming in here. Selfless is reckless on how they want to fight and where they want to fight, but this is a little iffy even for them.
That was
tough for this defense. Going to be a bloodbath out there.
Nanoblade in progress, and Hydration dodges the Shatter. Still, not able to find much here. Gets hit by the Bionade and taken down by Sinatraa in the back. Selfless, still with a much better counter engage. They work around the Nanoblade, and now 2 kills away from finishing this out and getting the hold on last for Kings Row to win the map.
It does appear that will be the case. This Tracer's going to desperately try to get in and at least touch. Does not happen. Selfless holds on their home ground.
Their main weapon against Sin Soldier is doing less damage. Do you think that if this first round works out well, Rod, they should stick with the Pharah, perhaps throughout the rest of the series?
I mean, I see them sticking with the Pharah Mercy throughout the rest of this map, even if they lose first round. But I think it will definitely give them a lot of confidence if they are able to take it to the start.
Alright, so we are into the first fight right now, and CLG taking a bit slow. Hydration floating around the corners, but the engage comes in, and now goes a little bit deeper. Nothing too crazy in the engage, but finds his way to the back, but not able to finish off the supports as Dafran is his own method of anti-air. Goes on a rampage. 3 kills from Dafran to open this out.
I mean, the engage comes in, but maybe it wasn't the best idea to engage right into that, because they put their ground forces right into res that early on. You can't take a gamble there when that's almost your last fight.
Well, the real problem here is that this is very likely to end in a big bang. Sinatra coming in with the Graviton, Defran holding on to the pulse, and Sinatra just gonna drop this casually. Defran right there, and no, it's not quite the big bang he's looking for, and yet, this mechanically, Defran coming in, laying clip after clip of pulse ammo in, Shake, certainly about to fall here, and Selfless going to take this.
Selfless has evolved a little bit, but I mean, mostly Sinatra picking up this Zarya that's been insane, and then...
Alright, well, we're going to be watching Defran again as he is in hot pursuit of Shake and just using the terrain to make himself an anti-air tracer in a sense, but this time he's going to get thrown off a bit. Hydration will survive, but Mikado in the worst position right now under hot pursuit, but Waffle able to survive and protect him at the last moment. So Defran has been taken down. Defran though, Nano Boost is out, Tech Visor is in, and he's going to take down Ice Shiny with authority. That's going to be mostly it, but now with no Ice Shiny, this is a much more difficult nut to crack here for CLG. They find Michael 3D though, and it is very back and forth.
Well, Self-Destruct will come on the point, making sure that it is vacated momentarily, and that is all that they...
It's definitely paying off for them, I think, and saving it for these reses.
CLG coming back in, and this is about as standard as Nepal gets, but Defran is coming out on the flank, so he's not with the rest of his team trying to win the shield battle. This is where the flank has to hit pay dirt early on, or you look at the rest of Selfless, they're going to lose the shield battle and end up losing the fight, but the flank is successful. He finds Waffle from the back, and it forces CLG to dive in to try and equalize out, but does not seem to be effective here.
Mechs can be cumbersome. He literally just walked off the edge. Literally just walked into searching for the gold, I suppose. You're right, that early kill was nice. By all means, they probably should have won that shield battle because they had the D.Va in the mix too to be able to eat a lot of that incoming damage. Did not happen.
Selfless being highly aggressive, and the grab is eaten, of course. Like I said though, Sinatra doesn't necessarily care in the final part here. He's pretty accustomed to this. However, this fight is going to go the way of Selfless. The last bit of damage coming in from Sinatra into the backline. We are in the overtime, and now will CLG pull a miracle? They are on the verge of being eliminated. They must get on this point. Waffle sacrifices his body to go right in. The Earth Shatter connects on the hydration, and that should be it. GGs are called. Although, as GGs are being called, they're coming back in, so
yeah.
I don't even know if... Is it BM if they bring this back? It's unlikely that they bring this back.
I mean,
if it was OGN, I think they would already just be calling the game here, regardless, because...
Yeah, they would have got DQ'd, I think.
Yeah, well... What? Waffle at the very end. Alright, so Selfless officially finishing out Nepal here, and they will get their rematch with YIKES, who will be going into the grand finals with a 1-game advantage.